To mount your step and guard system, attach the two brackets to the underside of the truck frame. Begin by removing the two highlighted bolts. When replacing the bolts, remember to thread the uppermost bolt through the support on the opposite side of the frame and replace the nut. Repeat on the opposite side of the vehicle. If you have not done so already, remove the original exhaust tip and replace it with your new step and guard exhaust tip. This process will be detailed in a separate video. Slide the T-slot tube through the bracket. Insert 4 M8 T-nuts into the bottom of the tube, 2 in each slot. Then slide the T-slot tube back to align the M8 T-nuts with the bolt holes in the bottom of the bracket. Screw in an M8 16mm screw into each, but do not tighten yet. Adjust the positioning of the bar so that the outer end of the tube is approximately 1 inch past the tire sidewall, but make sure to leave a minimum 4 inches of tube inside the bracket. While the vehicle has full tongue weight and the bar is at the lowest point you'll be towing, measure from the center of the bar to the ground to determine mud flap length. Subtract 3 to 5 inches from this measurement. Your goal is to ensure that the bottom of the flap will not drag, resulting in flying debris. Lay the flap down on a flat surface, grooved side down. Measure from the bottom of the flap up to your previously determined length. Use an erasable marker to mark the length on both sides. Then, using a straight edge, draw a line between the two marks. This will be your guide when you trim the flap. Note that on the dually flap, you will not use the original holes. You will trim this end off and drill your own holes. When cutting and drilling the flap, we recommend placing a piece of wood under the flap to avoid damaging your tools or the underlying surface. Using a straight edge to make a straight line, cut through the flap. Lay the anti-sail plate across the newly cut edge of the flap, making sure the top is completely flush with the flap. Using the plate as a template, carefully drill out 4 holes on the flap with a 5/16 inch drill bit. Insert an M6 Allen screw into each hole from the front side of the plate and flap. Then thread an M6 T-nut onto the back of each screw, but do not tighten these yet. Slide the T-nuts into the lower line of the T-slot bar until the outer edge of the flap is flush with the bar. If you purchased additional accessories, install those at this time. Tighten the 4 Allen screws to 90 inch-pounds torque. Starting from the bottom, tighten the set screws in the bracket, making sure the T-slot tube is pressed tightly against the top and axle sides of the bracket. Insert the end cap upright on the outer end of the bar. Use a rubber mallet if needed. Double-check the flap is still centered, loosening the set screws to adjust as necessary. Step on the bar and give a couple bounces, then retorque as needed. After about a week's use, retorque again to ensure nothing has slipped loose. Congratulations! You have successfully installed your step and guard step and mud flap system. If you have any questions, send them to Bart at stepandguard.com.